Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I am Tommy Burton, and today we are going to be talking about the debut album from Mr. Randy Travis. This is Storms of Life, released on June the 6th, 1986. This was released on Warner Brothers Records in Nashville, or Warner Brothers Records Nashville, to be more specific. It was a huge hit album, and it launched Randy Travis's career. And it was certified multi-platinum. It was a gigantic hit, and it had several hits. The first single being "On the Other Hand," that was actually had already been recorded by Keith Whitley, the great star Keith Whitley that a lot of people are familiar with. A huge hit for Randy Travis. 1982, Digging Up Bones and No Place Like Home. On the other hand, didn't initially just set the charts on fire, but it was one of those songs that it was re-released after 1982, and it in 1982 was a big hit. It went up to number 6. So that's the song that kind of made Randy Travis a star. And then boom, boom, boom. Digging Up Bones was a number 1 hit. On the Other Hand, number 1 hit. And No Place Like Home, number 2. So huge hit singles from that album. Albums produced by Kyle Lanning, with the exception of On the Other Hand and the song Reasons I Cheat, also produced by Lanning and Keith Stegall. Now, the album was a huge hit, and one of the things about Randy Travis, by this point in the mid-'80s, country music had become pretty slick. It's interesting how country music kind of always veered toward the pop side, and then someone came along that was seen as a traditionalist. Randy Travis, definitely seen as a traditionalist, classic country singer, and classic country sound. And so the guys like this come along and remind people of what like country music really is. Certainly not an outlaw by no means. So not to be confused with that sort of outsider movement. Definitely more of a sort of just traditional country sound from the 60s. And so it kind of brought, country music by that point had been flirting a lot with pop. Kind of like now. But now I think country music definitely sits in that place. And you've got people sort of on the outside of that are doing like a real, what I call real country music. It's a hard line. Country music's always wrestled with this, but it's the thing that brought Randy Travis up, brought him such a large audience. Randy was never much of an entertainer. One of the big things and criticisms of Randy is that he just kind of stood there and sang, but had a great baritone voice, and sang classic country songs. Paul Overstreet was a big writer for Randy. Wrote several hits. On the Other Hand, written by Paul Overstreet, as well as Digging Up Bones. Overstreet was involved in, as well as Nat Stuckey. Buddy Blackman and Vip Vipperman wrote 1982. So Travis was not much of a writer. He wrote a couple of songs on this album. I know Reasons I Cheat was an original Randy Travis song. Send My Body, another Randy Travis original. So Travis was definitely always more of an interpreter or sang other songs. But really, like I said, classic singer. A lot of different players on this album. Some names people might know, like Paul Davis, Hoot Hester playing fiddle. Randy Travis, of course, singing. Paul Overstreet was involved in the album. Mark O'Connor, the great fiddle player and mandolin player, he's featured on this album. So the album almost couldn't help but be a hit because of the because of who was involved. And Randy Travis is a great talent. And that's evident right here. So fans of traditional country music, this is a good place to go. Storms of Life by Randy Travis, a very solid debut release. And if you grew up in the 80s, chances are you heard a lot of these songs and like them if you listen to country music. If you know this album, comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Give the old thumbs up. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to all the old subscribers. Look forward to interacting with you guys. In the meantime, I'll see y'all again tomorrow with another Daily Record.